The DC Extended Universe, or the DCEU for short, started off strong with Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice. However, it had a fluctuating set of movies in terms of entertainment ever since. Some were good, some were not so much. Welcome to Geeks Reviews, my name is Ray, and this is my ranking of the DC Universe from worst to best.
There's your pep talk. Compared to your shit, she killed it. So that's it? What, we some kind of Suicide Squad?
In number 8, we have Suicide Squad, directed and written by David Ayer. The movie itself had an amazing casting, but it suffered from terrible direction and terrible story. The story itself made no sense, and using the Enchantress and her brother was a terrible choice. The whole aspect of the Task Force X was forgotten or missed in the movie. If you want to hear more about this topic, you can click the link on the top corner or in the description down below.
How many of you are there? Not enough.
In number 7, we have Justice League, directed by Zack Snyder and written by Zack Snyder and Chris Terrio. Justice League was something else. It could have been a decent first time team up for the team, but the team up did not feel like an actual team up. CW's Invasion felt like a proper team up than the movie. Also, Justice League War was another great example of a good team up as well. I know I'm using the word team up a lot, but that's because that's the movie's main point. Anyway, Steppenwolf was also utilized terribly. They should have gone straight to Darkseid rather than going to Steppenwolf. Ciaran Hinds would have made an amazing voiceover for Darkseid.
Sarah, forgive me yet? Get off me.
In number 6, we have Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, directed by Cathy Yan and written by Christina Hodson. First of all, this movie is a Harley Quinn movie, much like what everyone said. Where's Batman in all this? A kid is targeted by a well-known kingpin and Batman is chilling somewhere. Anyway, the movie did not really offer much for the Birds of Prey. I get that DC have been moving Harley into a more anti-hero scene, but branding a movie and focusing on a completely set of different characters is not really a good point. Lastly, this movie could have been a Gotham City Sirens movie rather than a Birds of Prey movie.
The king is risen.
In number 5, I have Aquaman, directed by James Wan and written by Jeff Johns, James Wan, and Will Bill. One of the things I really enjoyed about this movie is that they played their cards safe, even though it kinda gave us a generic story of a hero's journey. However, the production on this movie was amazing and the costumes are neat and grand. But the problem is still the generic story and playing their cards too safe. It was too generic to be anywhere decently good.
Next time they shine your light in the sky, don't go to it. The bat is dead. Bury it. Consider this mercy.
Tell me. Do you bleed? You will.
At number 4, we have Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice, directed by Zack Snyder and written by David S. Goyer and Chris Terrio. Zack Snyder tried to modernize the idea of superheroes with this movie. He gave us an image of how mankind is going to react to aliens and godlike beings, namely to Superman. However, the movie suffered heavily from heavy exposition and trying to cram all sorts of stories in one movie. We had the nightmare scene, we had the future Flash, and it just made the story a whole bundle of mess. At number 3, I have Shazam, directed by David F. Sandberg and written by Henry Gayden and Darren Lemke? I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Shazam was incredibly fun and amazing to watch. The characters were accurately portrayed and the CGI was pretty neat to look at, to be honest. Going back to the characters, they were done all so well. Zachary Levi and Asher Angel did Billy Batson justice. Lastly, seeing the Shazam family together, fighting alongside side by side, was something I definitely did not expect from the movie.
Diana!
What the bloody hell is she playing at? Mein Gott! Feuer! Feuer! She's taking all the fire. Let's go! Move! Run! Down! Stay there! Stay there!
At number 2, I have Wonder Woman, directed by Patty Jenkins and written by Zack Snyder, Alan Heinberg, and Jason Fuchs. What a great way and spectacular way to introduce one of DC's most notable members of their league. It had a blend of both post-crisis and New 52 origins together, her depiction was accurate, and Gal Gadot killed it as Wonder Woman. Diana went from a naive princess from Themyscira to a more heroic figure in the end, which is pretty inspiring, not gonna lie.
They will join you in the sun, Cal. In time, you will help them accomplish wonders.
Find someone who has spent a lifetime covering his tracks.
And at number 1, which is my favorite DC movie of all time, I watch this every year at least once, and it's going to be Man of Steel, directed by Zack Snyder and written by David S. Goyer and Christopher Nolan. The movie that started the entire DC movie lineup. Modern DC movie lineup. Hilariously enough, Superman also started the whole superhero genre in terms of comic books. Anyway, the movie brought modernization to the alien himself by having heavy-hitting hits and fights between Superman and General Zod. The destruction of Metropolis and Smallville was a sample of that. The movie also talks about the harsh truth of how mankind would perceive Superman. On top of that, we also got a brief tour of Krypton right before it exploded, thus giving us a glimpse of what Kryptonian society would look like. Anyway, that will be all from me. To recap, number 8 we have Suicide Squad, number 7 we have Justice League, number 6 we have The Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. Number 5 we have Aquaman. Number 4 we have Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice. Number 3 was Shazam. Number 2 was Wonder Woman. And number 1, the best movie of all time, and not all of time, but best movie of DC movies, Man of Steel. Anyway, if you guys enjoyed this ranking, or even not, actually, I'm pretty sure not everyone's gonna agree with this, let us know down in the comment section down below, and subscribe to our channel for more videos similar to this one. You can also follow us on social medias such as Instagram, SoundCloud, Facebook, and Twitter. Anyway, my name is Ray, and this was my rankings of the DC movies from worst to best. I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.